Today, I wanted to discuss a topic that you have considered if you're contemplating divorce or currently going through it. And that is the question of how are your kids going to handle the divorce and whether your family can really be happy and healthy when it's over. I know that's something that a lot of parents struggle with. And I'll share why these questions matter, common mistakes that people make, and how to avoid making them yourself. So you're not alone when you're worried about your family's happiness after a divorce. Less than half of children live with their married birth parents, less than half. And 3 out of 4 divorced people will remarry again. When it comes to wanting to raise healthy, happy kids, there's a lot of people struggling with that and are concerned about, is that possible after divorce? You know, kids often feel sad and angry and confused when their parents split up. They may act out or pull away. I remember my children having a lot of sadness and just not understanding what was going on and why the marriage fell apart when I went through my divorce. Here are some common things that you might encounter from your children. Some guilt that maybe it's their fault, anxiety about all the changes, behavior issues and withdrawing. This can be really overwhelming when you're already dealing with so much yourself and then now your children are struggling. You may be thinking, does it ever get any better? Yes, it does. When you're facing these challenges, remember other people have done this, other people have gone through it. And with patience, communication, and guidance, you can maintain healthy family relationships. And you can even grow stronger through the process with your children. Co-parenting after a divorce can be difficult. Keeping kids emotionally strong and happy, it starts with co-parenting. So while it'd be great if you could co-parent without issues, that is just not the norm. I mean, let's face it, you got divorced because you had issues. So now you're trying to co-parent and there's still all those issues swirling around. It's not easy. Both parents are emotionally raw and you could be dealing with, your spouse could be dealing with just feelings of anger, resentment, sadness yourself. So even in the best of circumstances, conflict is going to happen. Avoiding common mistakes will help keep your kids healthy and happy. Speaking poorly of the other parent, that's a huge mistake post-divorce. This one is so important and it happens far too often. Look, I know this is hard to do, but consider that even when you believe you refrain from speaking negatively about your co-parent, when your children are around, there could be instances where you are unintentionally conveying more than you intended to. Criticizing your co-parent, even if it's done cautiously, it leads to damaging relationships for your children. Don't allow your hurt with your former spouse to contaminate the relationship that your child has with them. It's just not fair. Using your child as a messenger, this is a common thing, and it's a pitfall that a lot of divorced parents fall into. Well, there's the desire, I know, to minimize contact with that ex-partner, and that's understandable. It's essential to realize that, co-parenting now, it's your responsibility. Using your child as a messenger, whether for logistical matters or expressing your personal feelings, that's really burdening them with emotional responsibilities. It also highlights disagreements. It leaves your child feeling conflicted. So if parents pressure their children to take sides during disagreements like, holiday schedules, holiday plans, scheduling conflicts, it places a significant emotional burden on your children. You may not see it, but it does. For children to thrive post-divorce, avoid putting them in the middle of your adult communication. In the midst of divorce challenges, let's explore ways to cultivate a joyful family life following divorce. The foundational step is prioritizing self-care to nurture your emotional resilience so that you can heal. Divorce, it's undeniably a challenging experience for parents and children alike. So seeking professional counseling for you and counseling for your kids and engaging in support groups, that can be really helpful and very healing. You're gonna meet other people who are going through this, you're gonna see that you're not alone, and you're gonna get some really good advice. When you're in the middle of all that turmoil, children, they crave stability. So one thing you can do is create a home environment that has predictability and comforting routines that can provide them with a sense of normalcy amidst all the chaos that they're experiencing. Some examples of that could be if you have family dinner together, make that your routine, or just a walk after dinner. Find some habits and routines that your children can count on and that you can stick with to give them that sense of normalcy and stability. Also, give yourself some compassion. Self-care, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Reach out to family and friends for support. Resist the urge to rush into new relationships and allow yourself the time and the space to heal and adjust to your transformed life. While divorce presents challenges, it also carries the potential for families to endure, absolutely, but also to flourish in its aftermath. So with mindful steps and support, a thriving family life post-divorce is not only possible, but definitely within reach. Remember, you don't have to go through this journey alone, and by learning from common mistakes that other people have made and seeking guidance from professionals, you can navigate divorce with confidence. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone you think it might be helpful for. Until next time, take care.